Alright, here we go. Linear regression. Okay? Finding r, little r, is the summation of the xy, the product of xy, minus the summation of x times the summation of y divided by n, all over the square root of the total quantity of the summations of the x squared minus the summation of the x's squared divided by n times another total quantity of the summation of the y squares minus the summation of the y's squared divided by n. So, key thing here is organization. Straight away, we know what n is because we have 3 pieces of data. We start with 3 x's and 3 y's. Okay? So n is 3. Then I start finding things out. First thing I find out is the sum of x's. 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6. Uh-oh. And then I do negative 4 plus 0 plus negative 5 is negative 9. Okay? I'm going to start capping these. And then I can look at what is the sum of the x's squared. So 6 times 6?
36.
36. And 9 times negative 9?
81.
Okay? So now I have the sum of the x's squared and the sum of the y's squared. So now we want to look at the x's squared. So we just do all the x's and we square them. 3 squared is 9, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 squared is 16, 0 squared is 0, and negative 5 squared is 25. And then I find the sums. To find the sums, I just add them up. So, I have 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 1 is 14. Okay? 16 plus 25, 35, 30, 41. Okay? So that's that. And now what I'm worried about is x times y. So x times y is negative 12. X times y is 0. X times y is negative 10. And when I find the sum of x times y, I have negative 22. Okay? So, now I've got everything I need to plug it in. And see how I color-coded the plug-in? That way I can just find the r. I know r is equal to the total, and it's minus divided by 3 square rooted of this quantity that is divided by 3 and divided by 3. It has a minus here and a minus here. Now I just plug in everything else. So first I'm going to plug in my green. Negative 22. Then my reds. Negative 6 times negative 9. Or no, not negative 6. Positive 6 times negative 9. And then I plug in my brown. So my first brown is my x, and that's the 14. My second brown is the 41, so that's the y. Okay? And then I plug in my blues. My x's squared. The sums of the x's squared is 36. And the sums of the y's squared is 81. Okay? And now, if I want to write this all on one line and tell my calculator to do it all at once, I mean, there's some things I could do. 3 goes into 36, 3 goes into 81. I could do all that stuff separately. But if I want to plug it into my calculator, I just plug in. The first thing I got to do is I have to have this top. This bar is separating that top. So right off the bat, I know I have the top. So I have to do the first bar, and then negative 22 minus, and then I need to make sure that these multiply and these divide appropriately. But actually, if I plug them into my calculator as 6 times a negative 9, that has to be a negative 9, divided by 3, it will do all this first, and then it will do this. Divided by, and then it's going to be the square root. And right off the bat, it does the square root and then this bar. Well, that's going to be of everything, right? So I have a bar for everything. But now I got to fill in bars in between, right? So I do have these bars in between. Let's say I have a bar here, and it's 14 minus 36 divided by 3 times, and a bar here, 41 minus 81 divided by 3. And in that bar. And so there you go. If you plug it into your calculator just like that, you will get an R value of 0.7, what was it?
7559.
0.7559. Okay?
So type in the.
And that is how we do the linear regression. Now remember, you could always do 36 divided by 3 and then subtract it from 14. Right? What is 36 and the 3 and the 36? So that 13. So that would be 1. Oh, I'm sorry, 12. So that would be 2. Thank you. And then that is, so what I'm getting is an R is equal to, well, the top is going to be negative, and a negative is a positive, so negative 22 plus 9 goes in, 3 goes into 9 3 times 6 is 18. So all over the square root of 2 times 3 is 9, and 41 minus 9 is 32. Is that right? 12, 2, so that would be 22 minus 18 is 4, so minus 4 over,
Ah, what the crap. I just deleted everything.
is this right? Minus 4, wait a minute, I'm coming up with a negative R value. Over the square root of 64, which is equal to negative 4 over 8, equal to 1/2. Something went wrong. Is that the right formula?
I'm getting an error when I put that in.
I never had a sum of x squared in my original. Right at the front.
Should be.
Mine was parentheses. Probably different.
Did you get a syntax there too?
Okay, I missed. See if I missed the tomato.
Where's the nachos?
Nachos.
I'm gonna write this down.
Okay, negative 0.7559.
How the hell did you get that? I tried it
Yeah.
effing 2 times.
Mine didn't get.
You probably didn't put in negative 9.
I did.
Well, I just did
Well,
it.
I don't know.
So is that the bottom one, right?
Yeah,
For the long way?
this is right. I don't know what I did in the math here that was wrong.
In the long way?
What did I do in the math that was wrong? So I have 22 minus 6, 9, 3, and yep. And then that's 12, which is 2 times 14. Oh, 9. Oh, 3 doesn't go into 81 9 times. It goes in there 27 times. That's why. So that's 27, right? Minus 27 minus 41, which is 14. So then we have the square root of negative 4 over the square root of 28. Okay. There we go. And then
It
Then
equals
that's-
negative 7.559, negative 0.7.
so this is your answer along with this. And if you wanted to take that negative 4 over the square root of 28 and take it the square root of 28, square root of 28, actually 4 goes into 28, huh?
Yeah.
So 28, 4 goes into there 7 times, so it's actually 2 square roots. That's negative 4 over 2 square roots of 7. And that goes in there 2 times, so it's negative 2 over the square root of 7. And then you take the negative 2 over the square root of 7. And square root of 7, square root of 7 equals negative 2 square roots of 7 over 7. So R is equal to negative 2 square roots of 7 over 7. Voila.
That was awesome.
Oh, just over 15 minutes. Might have to cut 20 seconds off somewhere.
One, oh, there's 4.